to what we're doing today, because we still have some good stuff.
Have you ever been to an event and met someone and they or their family have just stuck in your mind? You said, wow, these people are fascinating.
It's great when that happens.
Jenny Ray Bronco, one of those folks for me.
That's cool.
We met years ago at a walk for autism. Your brother Chucky has autism, and your journey has been quite a story. You live here locally, and as he got older, the problems got big, and it became a little too much to have in your own home. You had to find a place for him to go that was safe for not only your family, but for him as well. And for you guys, that was out of state, which was devastating.
Yeah.
You had to go to New Hampshire?
New Hampshire, yep, an Easter Seals facility out in New Hampshire.
Okay, which is not what you guys wanted.
No, and it was the only thing, because New York State had nothing for self-injurious behaviors, and that's what he kind of had during puberty. You know, he was a silly, typical, very smart, autistic child, but as he grew up and was going through puberty, self-injurious behaviors took over, and it was like another light switch went off in his head, and he just started to hurt himself and hurt others, and it's like a chemical imbalance. So we spent months in our own home. We had the best doctors. We had people all over the country trying to tell us what it was, and not a lot of people knew, because autism in adults wasn't as prevalent as it is in children now. So the only option we had was to go to New Hampshire. It was an Easter facility, and they said he'll be there for 1 year. We're thinking, okay, 1 year for treatment. 1 year turned into 4 years. We spent every holiday out there, every Christmas. We would travel back and forth, but, you know, he really liked it. And it was actually at the same time as I went to college, so he went to college too. So I was away at college, he was away at college, so he didn't know anything better. And, you know, my parents did the best they could to travel in between us. And finally, in Christmas 2000 approaching 11, we brought him home because he was ready. He was ready to come home, and all the supports that were supposed to be the same here in New York State with the Easter Seals, and he was supposed to get a group home setting and the same routine to continue his same success in New Hampshire.
Which is key. Routine is important,
Routine's key. I mean, same time he gets up in the morning, same time he goes to a program in the morning, same time he comes home, the dinner, the shower. I mean, everything has to be the same for him to be productive, for him to, you know, and all of us, we all need routine. So in Christmas 2011, he came home. We had a lot of promises of supports and services here in New York State and locally, and sadly, everything fell through. Everything fell through. So the 4 years of my brother's treatment, where he no longer had self-injurious behaviors, he just, within 3 months, he lost 4 years of treatment.
Wow.
So he was at our home. We had a tutor at our kitchen table for an hour a day that my mother had to fight for to get everything that he had, and it was just very sad. And because of his behaviors, there was nothing available, because no agency could provide what he needed. But my mother was able to, and my mother did everything, and sadly, my father passed away in July, because running a construction business, taking care of his son, the stress of it all, knowing that someone's supposed to take care of him, and that wasn't there. So he passed away in July, and then that was just another hurdle in our life, that now Chucky has to wonder where his best friend is. He doesn't know where Daddy is. Heaven is just another place. It's like Wegmans, it's like Kmart, it's the park, it's like, can we go?
Well, you've taken over the construction business.
Yes.
And you've found this barn, and you said, you know what, we now know what, you know, our brother, our son needs, and we know there's other families out there who need this. So you're starting this Homesteads for Hope, and we wanted to have you on today because not only do we want to promote what you're doing, but you're asking folks to help vote in a contest, because you could be getting some big-time help.
Oh, yeah. So Homesteads for Hope is a long-time dream for me. I always thought, and with my father, like, we're going to build a group home for him. We're going to build him a house. Obviously, that couldn't happen. I couldn't do it solely, but I thought bigger, and I thought, if I'm going through this, if this is my family's problem, if there's 12,000 people throughout New York State that need a house today, that there's other families in Rochester in our background that need help now. So my uncle owns this beautiful farm in Spencerport, 25 acres of waterfront on the Erie Canal, historic 18th century barns. It's a one-of-a-kind place, and he's retired, and he wants to keep his legacy going. So I thought, oh my, this is one of the best places that Chucky could go. And we did. We brought Chucky there in the afternoons to give him something meaningful to do, and he would walk the fields, and he'd smell the sunflowers, and he's looking at the water, and he's like, the sensory that's available there was just beyond. So I conducted a dream called Homesteads for Hope, which is going to be a complete community farm for individuals with autism and other developmental disabilities. But it's also going to work with community partnerships to work with veterans, to work with school-age adolescents. It's going to offer kids volunteer opportunities to earn their resume. There's too many kids out there that don't have an opportunity to prove themselves or show themselves. So Homesteads for Hope is a complete community farm.
And
awesome idea.
Where are you now in the process, and where do you need to go? And where can people go to find out more?
Well, this is very exciting because we're brand new. I mean, I founded this a year ago, and we've gone very far. We actually have the farm right now. We're leasing it from my uncle, and we're going to start a farm school. And Chucky's our pilot, in a sense, because with his behaviors, if we can tackle Chucky, we can get a lot done.
Yeah.
Why don't we have about 20 seconds left? Just quickly want to mention Ty Pennington is a possible help. You guys are trying to win a competition. You need people to go to homesteadsforhope.org and go on and vote? Go
to homesteadsforhope.org, go to our Facebook page, go to our link that says Ty Pennington. He's partnering with Guaranteed Rate. They have $50,000. And he'll come out for the day, and he will make our dreams come true.
Vote, 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 vote.
Thanks for coming in.
You're an inspiration. Nice to see you.
Thank you.